a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things in this field. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Went out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South. All those rattles. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the air, it's Beck. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Simmons. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
After misfiring, it's second down. Looking for room, it's Hunter. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Thorne. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Evans. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downfield.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Evans. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Auburn, 0.
Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Now from inside the red zone. Got a man. It's Smith. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him. Makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. Can't get him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. To the air. It's Thorne. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Got room on the return. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Throws to the back. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Georgia 35, Auburn 7.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Got it. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Back to pass, it's Thorne. He's going up top. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point was good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here we go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Lasso! Back to throw. It's Thorne. Unloads to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Etienne. They get him down after he makes the catch. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, pick up a bunch of yards, and maybe get a big play out.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs.